In this video, we're going to be looking at a new topic for class 12, which usually appears in the Do As Directed section of your paper, which is the topic of negation. Now, you've been doing this right from the 8th standard if you're a Goa board student from then. Right up till the 10th, you've only learned how to do negation using nu and pa. Now that you have come to the 12th, the standard gets a little higher. So you have no and pa, yes, but you do also have some more types of negation, which is ne jamais, ne plus, ne que, and ne ni as well. Okay, so let's begin with a quick revision of your simple negation, that is no and pa. Now, before we start, I want to tell you that you will be told which kind of negation you have to use. So you don't have to worry about that bit of it. The choice of negation is not in your hands. You will be told which one you have to use. In case it is not mentioned to you, you are simply told mete or negative, then you have to use no and pa. If you are required to use the other kinds, then it will be mentioned to you. So the basic rules are that when there's only one verb, the no goes before the verb and the pa goes after the verb. You wrap the no and pa around that single verb. So for example, je vais au magasin becomes je ne vais pas au magasin. Then when you have two verbs in the sentence, okay, no matter if they're conjugated, one is conjugated, one is full, that doesn't matter here. When there are two verbs, the ne and pa wrap around the first verb. So j'ai fait mon devoir et fait. The ne and pa will wrap around et. Okay, so je n'ai pas fait mon devoir. Then je vais faire mon devoir. This is your future proche. It is still two verbs, so your no and pa will wrap around the first verb, that is vais, and it will become je ne vais pas faire mon devoir. Now you know this very well that if you have a partitive article, okay, that is one of the du, de la, de le, des, or an indefinite article, un or une, des is the plural which comes here as well. If you have any of these which come after the verb in a negative sentence, they become de or d apostrophe. Note that if they come before the verb, then they don't change. Okay, only if they come after the verb, then will you change all these into de or d apostrophe before a vowel in all the forms of negative sentences except for nu and que. We look at that in the next slide. So in a simple negation for ne pas, je veux des oignons. So you're wrapping nu and pas around veux. Okay, so it'll become je ne veux pas d'oignons. They has to change into d apostrophe because it's a partitive article having come after the verb. J'ai une grande maison. I have a large house. So you see there's a single verb here, a. So your ne and pas will wrap around that. It will become je n'ai pas de grande maison. Une is an indefinite article, will change into de, de. So these are the rules for your simple negation of an assertive sentence using ne and pas. Now, what happens if you have an imperative sentence? For example, va au parc, go to the park. What will happen is you will follow the same rule. You find the verb, okay, in the imperative sentence, it's easy because the verb tends to be the first word of the sentence, and you wrap your ne and pas around that first verb. Ne va pas au parc. Va au parc is go to the park. Ne va pas au parc would be don't go to the park. Now, going one step ahead with that is if you have an imperative sentence with a pronoun. What happens? Now, you know in a positive imperative sentence, it is the pronoun which goes after the verb, okay, which is separated from the verb by a hyphen. What will happen in this case? So, téléphonez-moi demain, excuse me, there are two accents missing here. Téléphonez-moi demain is call me tomorrow, okay. This is the emphatic version which goes after the verb when you're writing a positive imperative. However, when you make it a negative imperative, what happens is you take the moi, you take the emphatic and place it before the verb. Okay, and when you place things like moi, toi, okay, lui before the verb, they change back into their direct object forms. That is me, okay, te, le, and so on. Okay, so it'll become ne me téléphonez pas demain. Téléphonez-moi. Moi goes in front of téléphoner and then you will put your ne and pas. Remember the me sticks to the téléphoner, you cannot separate it. So it is ne me téléphonez pas demain. Don't call me tomorrow. Allez-y. Okay, again the y is your adverbial pronoun here, so the y will jump in front of the verb aller and you will put no and pas. Include the y also inside the no and the pas. So it'll become n'y allez pas. Don't go there. Boisons, mon enfant. Drink some of this, my child. So again, your on is an adverbial pronoun which will jump before the verb. Okay, and they stick together. Your ne comes before on. The pas goes after bois, and it'll become non bois pas mon enfant. Don't drink any of it, my child. Okay, so this is how you deal with ne and pas for the different kinds of sentences that you could possibly get. What happens if you have to use ne and jamais, which is never? Okay, so it's the same thing actually. Instead of pas, you will just have to use jamais. The rest of the rules remain the same. So vous connaissez les solutions. You know the answer. You know the solution. So what will happen if you have to negate this? Find the first verb connaissez, wrap around it ne and jamais. Vous ne connaissez jamais les solutions. This is a definite article. Nothing happens to it. Whereas if you look at this sentence, vous connaissez des solutions, it's almost the same but not exactly. You will wrap your ne and pas around the connaissez again, become vous ne connaissez, ne and jamais. You'll wrap it around your connaissez now. Vous ne connaissez jamais. Des is a partitive article which has come after the verb, so you will change that des into the. It will become vous ne connaissez jamais de solution. Okay, note the difference between these two. Here you have a les and here you have a de. The les doesn't change, the de changes into de. What happens if you have to use ne and plus? It is the same thing. Instead of pas, you will put plus. Ne plus is no longer or no more. So Marie aime voyager en Italie. Marie likes to travel to Italy. So what will happen is you will put ne before the aime and plus after it. Because aime voyager is two verbs. Remember your ne and plus wrap around the first verb. So it will become Marie n'aime plus voyager en Italie. Marie no longer likes to travel to Italy. Les enfants boivent du lait. The children drink milk. What will happen is you have just a single verb boire here in the present tense. Ne and plus wrap around it becomes les enfants ne boivent plus. Du is a partitive article coming after the verb, so it changes into de. Okay. Now, to be a little careful when you're using the fourth kind of negation, which is ne and que, nothing but or nothing besides. Okay, because in this case you will have to delete a word which is seulement. Seulement means only or just. So whenever you're replacing ne and que in that sentence, you'll have to take out seulement. Okay. Now in this case you have to be careful where you're placing the que. The ne is placed before the first verb. Okay, the que is placed exactly in the place of seulement. So don't follow the rule of ne before the verb and que after the verb. Yes, your ne goes before the verb, but your que need not necessarily be immediately after the verb. Exactly where you have seulement in the sentence, there you will be placing the word que. Okay, so vous avez seulement un crayon. Do you have only one pencil? Okay, so you will put ne before the verb, and wherever you have seulement, you will take it out, and in its place you will put que. Q-U-E becomes Q-U apostrophe before a vowel. Okay, in this case, the que has come immediately after the verb. So, vous n'avez qu'un crayon. Now, what can you see in this sentence? Is you have an indefinite article which has come after the verb, but it has remained as it is. Okay, this is the exception that you have to follow when putting into a negative using ne and que. The rule of the indefinite and partitive article changing into de does not apply. Okay, so you have vous n'avez qu'un crayon. You have nothing but one pencil. Okay, then il mange seulement les pommes le samedi. Now I want you to compare this one with the third one. Il mange seulement les pommes le samedi and il mange les pommes seulement le samedi. What's the difference between the two? The first one says he eats only apples on Saturday, which means what? That on Saturday his diet is only apples. He eats nothing else. He eats only apples on Saturday. Okay, whereas what does this sentence mean? What does this sentence mean? He eats apples only on Saturday. That means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, he doesn't eat apples. Saturday is the only day of the week on which he eats apples. Have you got the difference between these two sentences? Now look at how the negative of it is done. Follow the rules that I've told you. Is you put ne before the verb. So in both cases, mange is the verb, ne will come before it. And you will have to put seulement. You'll have to remove seulement, and in its place, in its exact place, you will have to substitute que. And therefore this sentence becomes il ne mange que les pommes le samedi. He eats nothing but apples on Saturday. This sentence will become Il ne mange les pommes que le samedi. He eats apples on no day but on Saturday. Okay, so in this sentence, the que has by chance come immediately after the verb. But in this sentence, you can see the que is some distance away from the verb. Okay, so always remember when you're putting ne and que, two things. The que has to replace the sermo in its exact place, and your indefinites and participes do not change into D. Okay, and the last type of negation that you have is using no, ni, which is your neither and nor. Now, this will already be given to you in the form of a negative sentence. You will just have to shorten it. Instead of saying a pa, you will have to put ni. So you keep the first no as it is, okay, and wherever you have pa or a pa, it gets replaced by ni. So if you look at this, il ne mange pas le poisson et pas le porc. They do not eat fish and not pork. So what you have to do is you keep the ne where it is. You will remove the pa and put ni, and you will remove the a pa and put ni again. And that is how you get il ne mange ni le poisson ni le porc. They neither eat fish nor pork. Okay, this is easy. You just have to remember keep the ne where it is, and pa and a pa are replaced with ni. Jacques n'aime pas les chats, pas les chiens, et pas les oiseaux. Now you have three things here. So you will get ni thrice. Ne remains where it is. Pa gets replaced by ni. Here pa also gets replaced by ni. And here a pa will get replaced by ni. Jacques n'aime ni les chats, ni les chiens, ni les oiseaux. And Jacques neither likes cats, nor dogs, nor birds. Okay, and the last one, tu n'es pas musicien et pas acteur. You are not a musician and not an actor. So what you'll do is keep the ne where it is. Pa gets replaced by ni. A pa also gets replaced by ni. It becomes tu n'es ni musicien ni acteur, which means you are neither a musician nor an actor. Okay, these are the 5 types of negation that you have: ne pas, ne jamais, ne plus, ne que, and ne, ni. I hope you've understood the intricate details about each of these. I hope this video has simplified your work. Thank you.